and developed into action programs. We will now open the symposium with a few words from the founder of the Greek Scientist Society, Mr. Theo Zacharis. Mr. Zacharis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chrisa. Thank you. I'm thrilled to welcome you all, our distinguished speakers and moderators, as well as the members and friends of the Greek Scientist Society, and the audience across all streaming platforms, into the Greek Scientist Society Third Symposium. It was a year ago when we organized our first symposium, Discover the Way a Greek Scientific Paradigm May Evolve for the Post-COVID Era, that aimed to bring over two ideals to the modern world, a world that's characterized by the digital acceleration and the swift transformation to what was then called the new normal and the new economy. So to move forward by taking advantage of the heritage of the ancient Greek thinking to assist us to tackle the complex issues of the post-COVID-19 era. Last October, we had our second symposium with the title, Discover the Way a Greek Scientific Paradigm May Develop an Innovation Ecosystem 5.0, where we discussed how the Greek scientific paradigm may take flesh and bones and how it developed within the boundaries of the next generation innovation ecosystems, embracing the pursuits of Industry 5.0 and realizing the prospects of Society 5.0. Our ultimate aim is to bring into the center of our society the scientists and the technologists as the genuine careers of generating scientific breakthroughs and groundbreaking technologies, but also the young entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs that will realize the future innovation for the benefit of the society. It is unfortunate that this third symposium is taking place amid the war in Ukraine, an incident that most probably will characterize, reflect on, and influence the next generation. We owe to them to be prepared for any menace now or in the future. It seems also that we enter a new era of geopolitical turmoil, and we need to be ready as a society to tackle with unforeseen threats, especially in the form of actions by totalitarian regimes. In case of a battle like that, we all rely to scientists and technologists to shield us from the external threats, protecting and preserving our ideals of democracy and open market and our way of life, and prevailing at the end in this fighting. As we leave behind this pandemic, and with the hope to get out of this humanitarian crisis, from the war in the Ukraine, the soonest possible, to regain our life to some sort of status quo antebellum before the war, we remain firmly in our main goal to support the development of a next-generation innovative ecosystem in Greece and Cyprus via this Greek scientific paradigm, by promoting the good science to support the mandates of Society 5.0, which is a human-centered society that balances economic advancement with the resolution of social problems by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. In this third symposium, leveraging the soft power of the global Hellenic community towards the Greek and Cypriot next generation innovation ecosystems 5.0, we seek to discuss more practical issues. In the new era, hopefully a peaceful one, innovation in science and technology is the spark to transform a nation into a technologically advanced one. Small countries like Greece and Cyprus need to use all the necessary means to become successful in that front. Our diaspora is frequently mentioned as a game changer for helping Hellenism find its position for the time to come. It is perceived to be, and it is a soft power that we have to incorporate in every arrangement we compile for the future. We discuss these matters with the aim to identify the role of scientists and technologists in promoting our position in the global landscape via science and tech diplomacy, to combine the wealth of experiences and capabilities of our diaspora by incorporating our distinctive talent in life sciences to the dawn of the Greek biopharma innovation, to set up and build the momentum for a tech innovation ecosystem in Greece and Cyprus. Let me please say a few words about the Greek Scientist Society. Please give me a moment to upload, to share my screen. I'm not going to go through the video to save some time. We have later Professor Sifakis and the Q&A. We are going to have around 10 minutes Q&A. It would be nice to hear from Professor Sifakis his thoughts about the national innovation policy. You can read about the Greek Science Society in our LinkedIn group, on our site, and things like that. Let me share our objectives. Our objective is to facilitate and nurture the next generation innovation ecosystems 5.0 for scientists and technologies to deliver the solutions for the new era, all the way from the lab to scale up and beyond. We plan to develop an AI-enabled computing platform, so to conform all Greek and Cypriot scientists and technologies, and provide them the necessary means. We plan to develop innovation ecosystems per technology area, scientific area, use case, or by geography. And at the end, to organize the global Hellenic scientists and technologies network in the form of scientific amphictyonies. It all started on December 1st, 2020. We already concluded phase one. The target there was to reach the 20,000 members, a critical mass. With 3 months delay, we managed to succeed on this objective. Now we entered into phase two, and on half 2023, we plan to enter phase three. You can see here the development of the members on LinkedIn every 4 months. And some nice figures: 61% reside in Greece, 7.5% in Cyprus, another 7.5% in the United States, 10% around 10% in the United Kingdom, and in the rest of the European countries around 12%. Here are the top 10 categories. There are 150 LinkedIn industry categories: information technology, research, higher education, and things like that. But this is not, it's just an indicative. For example, we have 3,327 professors in our LinkedIn group, 4,300 researchers. We have around more than 2,170 medical doctors. There are hospital doctor, another category, 1,350, which is maybe mixed. We have to remain for some time in order to have the full statistics for our group. Regarding the next steps, we already started building the community portal. In a few months, we will start the news and blog site, and on 2023 to start building an AI-enabled computing platform. The long run, in our attempt to develop an innovation, to support in developing an innovation ecosystem, we're humble enough to believe that we are going, but we are going to assist in any way with our humble power, the Greek and Cypriot innovation ecosystems. 2023, a local ecosystem. Now this year, a pilot micro ecosystem. 2024-5, innovation ecosystem. Next generation 2030. So by 2050, to excel in 3 hot technology scientific areas worldwide. Our plan of progress in this phase one, which is the computing platform and the multiple innovation ecosystems, we have something like 40 and 10%. And let me say a few words about the geography. We locate at the moment UK, Greece, and Cyprus, but the future, through the scientific amphictyonies, we expect to migrate the model all over the world. The areas to focus, they are not restrictive. Life sciences, synthetic biology, information technologies, quantum computing, renewable energy sources. We are going to speak later about this. As you may know, we have already started in Q21, the first quarter of 2021 in life sciences, in third quarter in information technologies, and at the end of 2021 in engineering network. Areas to focus, again, not restrictive: space economy, aerospace and defense, renewable energy sources, information technologies. In general, doesn't mean that it has to be quantum computing, but we most probably focus on that area, and in life sciences. I'm closing with the hope that we will support to make Greece a new paradigm of science. Thank you so much.
Theo, thank you very much for sharing your vision and your ideas with the whole society of the Greek and the Cypriot scientists. At this point, we